From sailors who were transformed into pigs to nymphs who grew into trees to a gaze that could turn a person into stone, these are just a few examples. Many characters in Greek mythology can change their appearance. The most powerful gods could often change their own forms at will, but the transitions were never intended for mortals and have always been frowned upon by them. The weaver, Arachne, found herself in the midst of one of those transitions that saps courage. Arachne was the daughter of a merchant named Arachne, who devoted his days to dyeing cloth into the deepest shades of violet possible. She was particularly skilled at spinning the finest threads, weaving those threads into a flowing weave, and creating one-of-a-kind textures. A crowd has gathered to see her hands move quickly across the loom, as if the line had emerged straight from her fingertips. But as praise for her work grew, so did her pride. However, as her pride grew, so did the line. Arachne could frequently be heard bragging about her abilities to those around her. She rejected the notion that her skill in weaving was a gift from the gods, claiming that it was superior to that of anyone else, be they humans or gods. Instead, she paraded it around as if it were her own original work of genius. Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom and craftsmanship, has let us down this time. I overheard Arachne accuse the girl of being ungrateful while she was doing so with the intention of teaching her a lesson. Athena infiltrated the human population while posing as an elderly woman. She rebuked Arachne in front of everyone, saying that the weaver had no right to assert that she was more powerful than the gods. But Arachne did nothing but laugh while hardly lifting her head from the loom. Provocative. The elderly woman took off her cloak so that everyone could see her in her true form. If Arachne continues to act defiantly toward the gods, Athena will provoke a fight between the two of them right there in the arena. Arachne accepted the challenge while trying to conceal the shock she felt at the sight of the goddess with the gray eyes. As a large crowd gathered to watch, Athena brought out her own magnificent loom and began weaving. The two weavers started weaving with their eyes fixed and their shuttles spinning. During a particularly powerful scene, Athena was seen conjuring bits of cloud from above and thin strands of grass from below. Poseidon was shown surfing, Zeus was shown sending thunderbolts, and Apollo was shown racing across the sky. All of these scenes demonstrated the power that the gods possessed. On the magnificent carpet of Athena, the glory of the gods ruled over the lives of mortals. But Arachne did not care about the promotion of the divine self. Minimalism demonstrates that the gods are abusing their power, arguing with one another, indulging in risky behavior, drinking and bragging, and meddling in the affairs of others. It was said that Zeus was a womanizer who would transform himself into more attractive forms in order to pursue female companionship, including a goose for Leda. Yoruba receives a bull, and Danae receives a bath of gold. After that, Arachne began to investigate the failings of the other gods. From the kidnapping of Pluto to Persephone to Bacchus's frantic pursuit of Arachne, it's been a wild ride. Despite the fact that she presented the gods in the most dishonorable light, Arachne's work shone with the brilliant skill that she possessed. Her rug appeared to be on the verge of life, vibrant in both its movement and its use of color, which contributed to its success. As soon as Athena witnessed Arachne's work, she was filled with rage and became antagonistic toward the human weave. This was because Arachne's work was undeniably superior and openly revolutionary. The word "see me" became less audible as she felt her body contracting and writhing. Her arms were clinging to her sides, and her fingers were curled tightly into fists. Her entire body was covered in a dark coat of hair. Arachne was left with a single spool of thread unraveling from her womb after the goddess abandoned her. A straightforward reminder of the human talent she possesses. In order to disprove the presumption that gods were an implausible concept, it said, Athena has whittled down her rivals to a single spider. Even now, Arachne and her offspring continue to fulfill her punishment by spinning. Or is it the tenacity of courageousness? In the wake of such colossal figures,